What the hell? What's the deal with this thing? This is the Polyend Synth, or the sounds you're just hearing are from the Polyend Synth. I've actually had this in my studio for a long time, and I've kind of just not paid too much attention to it because I'm so sucked into my Electron gear and my MA tracker and my modular that I haven't really taken it out for a spin. And so today I thought I would check it out. I updated it to its most recent firmware and uploaded all of its patches that you could get for it, all the new synth engines. There's a whole bunch since when it first came out. Plugged it into my Octatrack, loaded a brand new project in my Octatrack, connected the MIDI cables so that I could have my Octatrack sequence it, and so I could do some sampling. I got a bunch of breakbeats in my Octatrack, and I figure, yo, what the hell? Maybe I'll have a good time? And I think I will. So first impression, really quick. Let's just take a look at the unit real fast. Polyend Synth is small. It's the same form factor as the Polyend Tracker, larger one, obviously, and the Polyend Play Plus, all of which I own. And I really liked the Polyend Tracker, especially Tracker Plus, the larger format box. I really think it's a great machine. There are some stuff about it that I don't care for. I don't think it has enough effects lanes, and I don't think velocity should be used as an effect. If they address that stuff on the Polyend Tracker Plus, that's what I'm talking about, the Tracker Plus. If they address those things on the Tracker Plus would be a 10 out of 10 banger. For real. Those are the things that hold me back from using it more often. But this is a completely different world to explore altogether. This is a completely different world, right? This is a synthesizer. It's a tri-timbral synthesizer. So you have 3 synth engines with 3 different keyboard layouts. I even gave it my own color scheme. This isn't doing it justice on the camera because it's actually bright and beautiful over here, and I have it dimmed. But you can pick your own colors. It's kind of nice. I love it when you can customize things like that. It sounds awesome. It sounds absolutely awesome. I'm totally blown away. These are the same synth engines you'll find in the Polyend Play Plus and in the Polyend Tracker Plus and in the Polyend Tracker Mini. Or some of them are, I believe, in those engines as well. And I always thought that those were the best parts of those machines because of how fleshed out those synths sound. They sound really, really pro. This is something the Polyend does exceptionally well. They're synthesizers, which actually has me kind of excited for the Polyend drum, because if they do this good with their synthesizers, what's going to be inside the Polyend drum once I get to play with it? I don't have one on order or anything. Hopefully Polyend watches this and they're like, we better get one over to Matt. That would be dreamy for me because it looks really cool. But this thing, honestly, it just sounds crazy. And as you're going through picking scenes, and the way they do scenes on here, different than scenes on the Octatrack, is scenes represent 3 different synthesizers and 3 different keyboard layouts for those synthesizers, and 3 different, arpeggios or sequencers or whatever. I barely know how to use this, and I figured out how to use it. So that being said, I think this is actually a really important thing to talk about really quick. When you first buy a piece of equipment, and I mean everybody, I mean every single person, whether you're very, very new or you're extremely seasoned on synthesizers, even if it's a VST, although let's exclude VSTs from this, but think about that too while we're talking about this. Every time you pick up a new piece of equipment and you sit down with it and you've watched, videos on it, maybe you've even peeked at the manual ahead of time. Perhaps you've watched some tutorials that a user had happened to have gotten the unit before you, right? And you kind of get an idea, but as soon as you get your hands on it, you're definitely lost, right? There's something about just not knowing anything about a unit and then just kind of pressing buttons, trying to figure out your way around it, navigate the maze on your own without any help, that kind of illuminates the UX design for that unit and the overall concept for that synthesizer, groovebox, or drum machine, or whatever it may be, sampler. In this case, a tri-timbral polyphonic synthesizer with MIDI and, or I meant to say with velocity sensitive pads. And so far I have to say, I pretty much get it. I don't think it's that tough. I don't think there's much of a learning curve for this. I mean, it has some pretty unique features like the ability to lay out different keyboard scenes and synth engines for those scenes, and maybe allocate different voices to different synth engines, stuff like that, maybe chord modes. There's some stuff in here I don't fully understand yet, but for the most part, I pretty much feel like I could make a synth from a synthesizer from scratch, a synth patch from scratch. My God. Not enough coffee. Good Lord. That was a mumble of a jumble there. That being said, my point is, I think they did a good job. It seems pretty easy enough, and honestly, it's pretty nice looking. My only qualms about it so far is I'm not the biggest fan of this chassis for the synthesizer, for this whatever plastic polymer, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, it's extremely solid. It feels like it's not going to break or anything like that, but it would be so cool if this was in an aluminum chassis. I would love that. That would be really cool. The buttons. I've never been a fan of the buttons, but we're just being nitpicky at this point because everything works. Does what it's supposed to do. It's solid construction, feels good, looks good. The buttons work. They don't get stuck. That's what matters, right? I just have my things that I particularly love. I love clicky clackety type Commodore style buttons, keyboard, mechanical stuff. I like that stuff a lot, but sounds great. You heard it right when it opened up. So check us out. I have the Octatrack is sending MIDI over here. And if I want to control a different engine, I don't even know what scene I'm on, but if I want to control a different engine for my Octatrack, I go function source and I pick a new scene. So like if I want to control this engine, I believe, no, it'd be this one. Now I'm controlling, I believe, number 2, right? So MIDI channel 2, it's that easy. Here's controlling the green one. I just have it running into my Octatrack. I'm using the mix input, so I just have the direct turned up. I don't even know why I have both directs turned up. Unnecessary. But I do. And it works. Works great. And it sounds freaking awesome. You know what? One of the things that really caught my attention about this is these ambient sounds. Let's just take a look at some of these scenes. So if I go to the scenes, look at all these scenes. Look at all the names we recognize on here. Venus Theory, Tom K, Stasma, lots of Venus Theory, Starsky, I'm assuming, Saliga, I'm not sure who you are, but I'm sure you're awesome. There's names on here I don't know. There's Renoiser, what's up? But there's plenty that I do, not that it matters. Hey look, there's Mikey. Our boy Mikey 303 is on here. Wonder what he did. Let's check that out. Sounds like something Mikey would do. Doesn't as much to me. Anyhow, lots of cool sounds. What really kind of blew my mind. Do we need to turn this sucker up or what? What kind of blew my mind is the effects. The reverb and the delay in here are awesome. There's, the modulator type effects like chorus and phaser and stuff. If I go shift mixer or even shift filter, double hotkey here, you can do different effects. And here's our mod, dual, stereo X. Okay. I guess it's a chorus. Honestly, they just sound really good. Let's check out this delay. Different delay models. So like Electron, which pleases me, what's unique about it is that these are touch sensitive or touch capacitive. So as I touch them, it acknowledges the fact that I've touched it. I don't know if I'm a fan of that or not. I'm not really sure. I accidentally touch stuff and suddenly I'm controlling it. I don't really mean to do that all the time, but this just kind of lets you know that you touched it, I guess. It brings in the values so you can see that. Pretty cool. Anyway, I have to say I'm impressed. Synth 2.1 is the firmware that I'm on right now, and there's a ton of engines in here. So if I go in and let's init a scene. Do you want to save the one? No, I don't want to save it. So they all start with the same engine. Acid. Nice. If we go shift engine, which I guessed would work, and it did, I can go to my engines and select one. Do I have to use this encoder? Yeah, it looks like I do. I'm not seeing the patches show up. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I am on... Okay, we're controlling the blue one right now. Sounds kind of like that Boards of Canada patch from the video I did recently. Except for this sounds maybe better or more Boards of Canada? I don't know. One thing I don't know, and if somebody does know in the chat and you can let me know, I don't know how to adjust... what notes this is controlling without completely changing the scene altogether. Like, I just want to scroll up and down on the keyboard. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to get to the low notes and the high notes, you know? My goodness. Sounds really good. That's dope. That's dope. Okay, let's go back to these engines. There's so many on here. So this was one... This is like their newest engine, right? Dirt. It's a very lo-fi... It sounds like bit reduction and sample rate reduction are just turned up really high. That's really nice. Sheesh. I was like trying to think, what would be a dope, like really compact synthesizer that has all these great sounds that I could use as like this mini setup? And so I was like looking at all my gear, looking at all my synths and stuff, and I have some favorites, right? I have like my Delia up there, and I really love my Delia, and it doesn't get enough action. But it's, you know, it's pretty big, so I'm like, you know, kind of avoiding it, I guess, because it's just large, and I gotta bring it over and move stuff off the desk. I hate like anything that like makes me unplug stuff and plug stuff back in. I'm just like, I'm so adverse to that experience. So I constantly like to like build a setup and just keep it built, right? And just leave it alone and use it for a long time before I start unbuilding it. Going through and rebuilding setups, like, not something I enjoy doing anymore. That phase of my life is over. And I keep eyeballing this on my like shelf of synths. It's just like caked with synthesizers over there. And I was like, I'm gonna pull this thing out today. I want to play with this. And I'm like, this is the synth that would pair well with like an M8 tracker or something, or pair well with like a TR-1000, right? Because you have all these, you can have your bass synths, you can do your chords for like dub techno and stuff, which would be a good test for us. This is that synthesizer. Also probably uses very little battery. I'm running it off of a single USB, just plugged it into my computer. But the tri-timbral aspect of it, that's pretty powerful. There's got to be a good 303 in here. That's something I would sure like to find. And there's a MIDI engine. What's that look like? Okay. This engine looks like it uses up a lot of CPU or something. Okay. I would assume acid would be the engine to have acid. Okay, but how do I change the keyboard? Somebody tell me how I change the keyboard. Synth is sounding great, but I'm starting to notice that a lot of these patches are heavy on the high end and thin on the low end. Makes for a little bit of nails on the chalkboard after mixed down. For some reason, I keep getting double triggers on those pads. I had to send it back. Well, manufacturing, that's always been trouble for synthesizer folks. I don't know, for pads is always like, that's what you get for not having clickety-clackety keys. Okay, let's control. We go to mixer. Let's control blue. That's number 3 over here. Let's see. Can we do an acid line on here? I don't have any of the CCs set up over here, so I don't know. I don't know how well it will work. Let's just see. Let's do like a really short sequence. For track scaling, we'll set this to 64. And then set this to like some sort of odd number. And let's go to the synth engine and see what's up. Filter. Oops. Pan, delay, reverb. Okay, here's where I want it to be. Alright, so it's these 3. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Gotta hit that twice. Hit mixer twice to get to the effects. That I need to remember. The idea that this, something that I could nitpick about, and this is obviously not important at all, is that I started having this expectation that this would be horizontal in its values. Because some of it, right? I guess it never really is. I guess it never is. Okay. What's mod sound like? Sounds good. Good chorus. Good sounding chorus. Filter. I'm assuming it's using some sort of like ladder filter. No? Is there different filter types per engine? Is there a specific filter that goes with this? Huh. I wonder. Set it to 30-second notes. Seeing if there's any sort of built-in accenting. There's not, but I don't have an expectation that there would be. I just wanted to check. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. All right, let me see. If I go here to green, let's get a new engine. Engines. Maybe we check out VAP. Ooh. Okay, I know what I want, and what I want is something like this. Because I really want a lot of effects. Okay, what happens if I do this? Nice. It's in like a scale. I can't get to it. I guess I would just need to sequence it all. This is number 1, right? So... All right, I feel like you can get some work done with that. Why don't we like chop up a breakbeat really quick? We'll just mute this for now. Go back to track 5. We'll put our break on track 5, I think. We'll just use a static machine. I like to start with my track level all the way up for this stuff. Just grab a slot. Breaks. Whew. That's got to be really loud for people. Wait, I had... Isn't here? Okay, yeah. My goodness. I apologize. Apologize in advance. Yeah, that's gotta be super loud. Let's turn this way down for a sec. It always auditions at like its max. Oh, now we're getting sample errors. That's not cool. Where is that? No. That seems pretty useful. All right, let's go ahead and turn slice on. Go into our audio editor. Let's just start with 16. Function down to slices. Do the thing. Let's go ahead and make a grid really quick. Makes it fast for chopping. Whoa. These hairs out of here. Derp. Let's do 4 bars. And let's go back here. We already did that. What am I doing? Create linear locks for now. All right, now we're gonna make the breakbeat sound, you know, like it's mine, so to speak. Let's kill this for another second. You know what I think is kind of nice? Let me take a look at this. It seems like there's only a few places where it could use an extra slice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nice. Some of these slices feel like they're redundant because they're like the exact same sound. That's kind of cool sounding. Let's go ahead and just do some more locks. I kind of like this kick sounds. This kick sounds awesome. Let's see. Just put it where it should go. Bring this down to one page really quick. Copy page, paste it. I think we're getting somewhere. I don't think I want to do a 303 anymore. I'm glad I checked that out. I'm glad I tried it out. I think I want to do something more ambient. I think this thing excels at the ambient sounds. The 303 sounds fine. Fine enough. It's not easy to do a 303. Not many things can do it well, to be honest. Very seldomly do I run across a synthesizer that does a good 303 other than something literally made by Roland. Or an actual ladder filter. Or something close to a ladder filter, since that ladder filter variation is like basically a 18 dB filter. Basically, I want something ambient. And this is connected to synth 1. I want something polyphonic. This is not polyphonic. I think I need to go in here to do this. So I go synths. We go synth 1 has one voice. Doot 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 doot. How many can I give it? Oh, I can give it more. 4 voices. Great. What does more do? Bass note. Great. Pad mapping. I don't know what even that means. What does that mean? Dude. Oh. All. It doesn't really matter. I'm be doing it from the Octatrack anyway. Ah. What happened? What did I do? Jack 1, pad mapping, local on, sure, more, pad mapping off, okay. There we go. Okay, pad mapping does something that makes it so this can't control it. Oof, that does sound really good. All right, let's make this sequencer go for a really long time. Let's do 128 and make it go at half speed. And then we'll put just a step on 1. We'll make it go for a while. Infinity. But it doesn't need to go that long. An 8th note should be okay. Now let's program it. Let's go G. There is this all notes off thing in here for a reason. They put that in there for a reason. I don't see that very often in synthesizers. I'm not sure why we just had that hung note. I know it has to do with MIDI. I did learn something that if you hold shift and you're pressing notes, you can lock them down, which actually I didn't realize was a thing until I was like scrambling. I almost threw this whole thing out because I was like, I'm not gonna do this. I'm like getting stuck notes constantly. I wonder if I was doing something, a button press at the same time that caused this. I don't know. Maybe it's this. I don't know. Maybe it's the audition. Anyway, I would like a B note, please. And a... Are we going to do a G major 7? There's our G major 7, or at least we have the major 7 shape. We can reuse it all we want. It's in first position. We could move the G note up, I guess. I guess you have to, on the Octatrack, you'd have to reconfigure the whole thing. So if I do this, it offsets the whole chord. Oh! All notes off. I don't know. I hope that doesn't keep happening. Please play longer than that. Let's just keep it ravey and kind of just like do offsets. I think we do that chord twice, maybe. We'll do like... More stuck notes, huh? Make this a scene. So we'll go like that's pretty cool. Let's also add I guess the filter is a pretty good option for us here, but it might be kind of cool to have this scene also paired with like a really low delay time, a lot of feedback. Okay. Cool. Be nice if we had like a fill on there too, because I really wanted to hear something like... We'll make this a fill condition. Then we'll just... We're gonna go 10, 12, 14, 16. Let's just remember the even numbers. 14, 16. And let's just make them like snares for now. Yeah, copy 12, 14, 16. If you hold down and press page, it locks in the fill condition. That's cool. That's cool. I mean, we're really just testing this scenario out, right? I want to see how this sounds. So far, I love the sound of this. I'm not digging the stuck notes, but I'm loving the sound of the synth engine, so I think it's really cool. I wonder if this, you know, if it's an Octatrack thing, sending too much data over. In fact, I might even be able to mitigate some of that by going into MIDI control and turning off audio CCs out, because that might actually be the problem. That's the problem with a lot of stuff. Audio CC out on the Octatrack. It does a lot of things that machines don't like. so maybe that's the case. Let's make this synth a little bit more. I think I need to edit the effects. The delays, time is kind of weak sauce. Nice! Damn, this delay sounds really good. Flutter. Oh, too much flutter. I feel like this would be a really good dub techno synth. Maybe we'll play with that in a second. Okay, MIDI, track this one, channel 2, sure. Let's get ourselves something cool for track 2, which is this one. Engine, and pick something out. That sounds like something I might like. I love it. Ooh, bass deluxe does sound deluxe. Synthesis. What a name. What a patch name. It's literally just called Synthesis. It is one of the better sounding patches. Alright. I think Bass Deluxe is the winner here. I don't really understand the timbre. What is timbre? I mean, I know what timbre is, but what is it here? Okay. like those notes for it. Is there overdrive? No overdrive? Maybe I have to turn the other synth down? Or I could just turn this level up. What was it? That's where it was. Oh, it's got to be half scale. I wonder how well it'll pick that up. Now's the fun part where you get to play with notes. I really want to do like some slides. That doesn't seem to matter because of how my ADSR is. Filter envelope, amp envelope, maybe is it? What did I do? Do I have to go and do it again? Yeah. Okay. What the fuck? I want to try some other patches now. I also want to change out the... That one, that's on track here. I need to, like, there's something needs to happen here, I think. Because I think there's some other cool stuff that I'm missing out. Probably some better scenes, maybe, or some better effects for Synth 1. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get this. I really want... Grain's probably got the good stuff. It's playing chords. Okay. Why does that change? Now these are playing different notes? Than my bass line? Okay, wait a second. That is confusing. It's confusing that I changed patches and now my progressions are no longer in tune with each other. I suppose that's something I can remedy really easily on this side, because these chords just need to be offset. Too bad there's no page loop on the Octatrack. Pain in the ass. Programming the wrong. I do believe that fixed it. Sadly, we are having stuck notes pretty regularly. We might have to lose this bass line altogether, because I'm kind of vibing on this patch more. Whatever. We explore, we learn. Maybe we should do some sampling. Yeah, let's go ahead and sample this into track 6. Turn this into a flex track. Assign it to a recording buffer. Set up our recorder. Get out of here. I will record a 4-bar loop. That sounds fine. C and D. Turn this stuff off. We could use a recorder trig, I imagine. Not a bad idea. Don't need a step down to playback. Maybe we'll slice it up. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Oh, I targeted the wrong input because I'm an idiot. Maybe this is where it's at. Always the win sampling, I think. Sounds pretty cool the way it is, I guess. Grab some drums. And maybe snare. Another hi-hat. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. uses breakbeat as like a like a fill scene. We'll have these go down. We gotta add that drum fill. Wait a sec. Oh, we're in MIDI. That drum fill that happens on 12, what is it? 10, 12, 14, 16. Over here. Whoops. Yeah, and okay. What am I even adjusting? Fatness? This a little bit. Well, that's why it went out of tune. We gotta find more sounds, different sounds. Wait, which one am I talking? Which one am I doing here? Engine. VAP. How's this phase engine sound? That sounds kind of cool. Could we make that fit somehow? Okay. Doesn't seem like I can. Well. That's very cozy sounding bass line. Bring some horns. I guess we could do a master track. That way we can do some filters and stuff. Oh, what am I doing? You know, even better actually, if we make this into a beat repeat. Crossfader needs to be calibrated. God damn it. Maybe if I do it on this side. Still, it can't go all the way to A or B. Only if I do both scenes at the same time. Interesting. Well, this has been a fun experiment with the Polyend Synth. We've learned quite a bit. We've learned that it doesn't like the Octatrack very much because it seems to do a lot of stuck notes. Sponsor me, LaCroix. I demand that you sponsor me. Raz Cranberry is what we're drinking today. Who else is going to pay for this channel? Oh, God. It's an okay flavor. I do want to mention, late last night, I finished a new performance template for the Electron Octatrack, which hopefully I will have released and packaged with a manual for my Patreon exclusively right now as they test it out and see if there's anything about it they want me to change. Hopefully I'll have that tonight, and then we'll have an actual demo video of that. I love it, honestly. I've been playing with it for months, for half a year so far. It's like very good for techno and house. It's built for techno and house, and it's also built in a way where it could be easily altered to become a DJ like box, essentially, where you could replace, where it has two separate decks on it where you could put music and have live loopers. In other words, what I mean is that track 1 and track 5 could be playing songs, and you could just use slots mode and just queue up tracks that way. And yeah, literally DJ from your Octatrack with two separate decks. Work best with a MIDI controller, I'm not gonna lie. It really needs a MIDI controller. The way the Octatrack manual tells you to do the DJ setup for the Octatrack is to like pretty much use a scene to transition over to one track to the other. Anyway, it's a terrible way of doing it because it's just not designed, like it has all the functionality to become a DJ or like a CDJ emulator essentially, but it doesn't have, it's still missing some key components. Like once you transition to that song and you use a scene to do the transition to a song, how do you get back? How do you start using your other scenes if that scene switched you over to a deck? Well, as soon as you leave that scene, both your decks will be live again. So it's not designed for it, but you can do it. I recommend a MIDI controller, and have a MIDI controller with a macro MIDI controller for sure. 100% has to be. One macro sends one scene 100% or sends one track 100%, and another negative 100, 0%, whatever. Brings it all the way down. And so when you go left, it brings one up. When you go right, it brings the other one up. That way you can actually use your crossfader on your Octatrack. So I think that's pretty exciting. What do y'all think about the Polyend Synth? I think it sounds pretty dope. I was having fun just like playing with this and seeing where it would go. I look for excuses to bring out the Octatrack. I just want to point this out, or to bring out the Octatrack as a groove box. Because it does a great job of it. It's got the best slicing experience of any of the Electron boxes, but I gotta say, like, I do prefer a Digitac 2 to do this. I think this paired with the Digitac 2 is a better experience. More tracks, easier sampling with threshold sampling. It's just a smoother experience, and also a little bit higher quality reverb and delay built into the unit. Better sampling too, like better sounding samples. But this has the ultimate slicing experience, so it's just like, and the crossfader with the scenes. We wouldn't be able to do this on the Digitac, right? Or have a high-pass filter scene like this. Could really make that like... Sounds great. Kind of a simple track that we got going. It doesn't even have a bass, or it does have a bass line. I think maybe I need to go into the synth section and make sure. Otherwise, this has no voices again. I can only give it one? Is that how green works? Seems polyphonic to me. I mean, grain sounds awesome. Listen how good the reverb and delay sound on this. Sounds really good. Huh? Yeah, different filter types per engine. An Oberheim emulation. Cool. It's pretty sounding. Not bad. let's let me catch up on the chat. See what's up. I'm going all the way back to the top because I didn't really get to check in with folks. Party people, what's up? Yo, Easy, what's up, Lord Nikon? Is it stable enough? Because the problem a lot of people complain about stability. I don't know. I think it sounds really good. It definitely caught a lot of notes. I mean, I'm just, you know, I don't know. I turned off audio CCs. I got MIDI going in. We're not doing anything crazy. Octatrack, you know, scares other synths. So I'm not sure, but it caught a lot of notes. Love the sound, but I'm not sure about those notes getting caught. I mean, maybe it just works better with local control instead of external synth sequencer. I'm an external sequencer kind of guy, though, so that's kind of important to me. I don't really know. Toneverk will grow in the coming decade. Yes, in the coming decade. What's up, El Danny? For sure it will. Synth is sounding great, but I'm starting to notice a lot of these patches are heavy on the high end. Oh yeah, I saw that message earlier. I don't know if I saw that. You know what? I can only hear low end in my right ear. I am completely bass deaf in my left ear. Just gone. EZBOT is about to make you rethink it. I don't know. Hopefully I was. You know, I want nothing but positive goodness for the Polyend Synth. For Polyend in general. That one patch sounded like a PS1 boot jingle. There's a lot of PS1 influence in this thing, I swear. You can multi-sample? Cool. You can multi-sample it into the Toneverk, although I'd be concerned about stuck notes. For all the synths are just the same sources for my Dig Attack 2. I don't need any fancy features. Just give me a solid synth with a great out-of-the-box sound. I agree. I agree. I literally cannot purchase a piece of audio equipment without reading the manual a couple of times. This isn't a rule, just an observation. Filters being tied to the engine sounds restricting. You know, a lot of companies do this. You know who does it the worst? I know maybe they're trying to help with this, is Teenage Engineering. There's no company that does more restriction to synth engines than Teenage Engineering does. They give you quite a few filters on here. So, I mean, I get your point, but, like, it's enough. Like, if it was just a low-pass filter, we wouldn't be complaining, right? If it was just like, you get a low-pass filter and a high-pass filter, we'd be like, okay, fine. What's the box on the left? Get out of here, user-friendly. Don't actually go anywhere. We love having you here. The search for the solid chef knives has me currently with the Digitech 2 MC707. You like knives, huh? Me too. The CPU is often a problem for you. It's a bit laggy. Don't know if I came across that myself. My chef knives are. Digitech 2 grandmother, and if you have a stomach for it, a JP8000. For just the super saw? A JP8000, huh? You know, the only synth, you know, I was just talking smack about Teenage Engineering, but like hot take, I regret selling my OP1 field to get the OPXY. While I think that the OPXY is super cool, beautiful, it is gorgeous, and you just want to play with it, I gravitate to it. I find it very frustrating. Very frustrating device, despite it being so cool. OP1 field, and this is my reasoning for it. I think Teenage Engineering took on too much when they tried to build the ultimate sequencer. I think that is not their wheelhouse, honestly. I do think like they did a great job. Don't get me wrong, I hope the developer of this is, you know, probably not watching. But I think it's a really, like, they really went ham on their sequencer stuff. And what I really like about the OP1 field and what I miss is the fact that it was this tape workflow, and I missed out on undo. Like, I haven't gotten to use it with undo, and that was such a big deal. Undo is so huge. The tape workflow is just a fleshed out concept. Like, it's so simple. It's just like play stuff and record it, and it's just an overdub, right? Chop, play, move stuff around. Really, really simple concept. The sequencer stuff on here and the song mode and the pattern stuff and like entering notes and how to program notes and doing
parameter locks and all that. I just like, it's just trouble. It's just trouble, in my opinion. They really nailed it with Opium and Field, and I kind of wish I still had it. That already sounds light years better than live too. Then, oh, you mean MPC live too? You know, I don't know. You know what? I hear good stuff from the MPC live too. Man, the Polyend Synth was so cool. I love the size and ergonomics. It's legit lagged out on me just trying to tweak the cutoff of a basic synth. Well, you saw, I mean, I've been playing with it today, and I'm not seeing that stuff. We are seeing the stuck note problem. That is a real thing. My dog is in the studio. The dog wants out of the studio. Come over here. Be with me. The Octatrack is great. You love how it transforms samples. Me too. I mean, it did a great job. Like, if we mute these parts on that note specifically, where did I sample it into? I think I did it on here, right? Yeah. What's here? Breakbeat. Definitely sounds better with the breakbeat. You know, we didn't try very hard on our chord stuff. We're
We're too busy getting stuck notes. But what are you gonna do, man? What do we do about that? You hear that? That's the sound of a stuck note. That's cool. Okay, we want to go like this. Go like this. This one. My crossfader. So frustrating. Let's try a different one. Have we done PMD? I don't think we have yet. some fun being had. Yo, is there an easy way to apply to be a Modbang performer? Sure is. Email mod, M-O-D, at modbang.com. Depends on where you are. If you're trying to get into play at Seattle's Modbang, because we're in a couple different states now, you can email Seattle at modbang.com to speak directly with Seattle. Mod at modbang.com will bring you to me. But I prefer you talk to the Seattle Modbang event. Proper 4,000. Let's go. Yeah, we're playing. We're playing around. You're Seattle. All right. All right. Yeah. You can also ping me on Discord, on my Discord, which you can find a link to join in the comments section of like literally every video I've ever made. Just got a new job. First check. I'm joining in. You're the man I've been watching on repeat. What's up, dude? All right. Yeah, join. Come join us. If you like this kind of stuff where someone hangs out and plays with gear live for a couple hours every week, please visit patreon.com/EZBOT and join the Patreon. There's a free tier where I post and let you know every time I'm going to do a live stream and also videos. There's a paid tier, which actually funds this channel, makes this possible. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel yet, please subscribe and watch as many ads as possible. And also visit my Gear I Use page on my website and check out the gear I use. It's all affiliate stuff. No extra cost to you, but it does pay for the channel. Everything that happens here, all of this stuff is paid for by YouTube paid members and Patreon members and coffee sales. 100% of it is all paid for by community. So this is a community-owned channel. I am merely a vessel. Please visit and join. You can also support this channel directly by visiting modbang.com, where you can pick up my cables. Even this little cable is mine. This is a stereo TRS cable that's transparent, so you can see the foil that surrounds the copper cable inside. And then you can see the actual cabling in the head of it, as you can see here. All sorts of cool stuff at modbang.com. Besides, you can check the events where you can see the live shows that are coming up, produced by Modbang and the Modbang folks. And you can also pick up cool shirts and hats and light up MIDI cables and glow-in-the-dark patch cables and all that. You know, I gotta inform everybody about it. Well, that was Polyend Synth. We've been playing with it today. What are we gonna do tonight? Is everybody excited to hear the president address the nation? Some diabolical scheme, I'm sure. Unprecedented times we live in, my friends. Unprecedented times. Well, my name's Matthew, aka EZBOT. This has been a live stream on Polyend Synth. I mean, we didn't go crazy on the Polyend Synth, but we've been jamming with it, the Octatrack and the Synth. We put it through its paces for the most part, right? We checked out some scenes. We tried some different synth engines. We tried a bunch of different patches. We MIDI synced it from the Octatrack. We were setting clock over. It was modulating the LFOs. We were sequencing it. We were playing with the keyboard. There's so much to dive into. I think the stuff that I really like about it is the 3 different synth engines you can have playing at the same time. The plethora of good sounding patches and the reverb delay are delicious on this machine. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. If it wasn't getting stuck notes, I would just be like, this is amazing. Go out and get it. I don't know if it's my Octatrack. This is or if it's the synth. I don't know. It's on the latest firmware. I'm not sure, but you want to see something crazy? Oh. What happened? I just love it. Don't you love that? Don't you want to put batteries inside of everything that you own? I do. Do you miss your home? Too bad. Too bad. That power cable can suck it. All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope I inspired you to go out and make some music, play with your Octatrack, play with your Polyend Synth if you have one. I kind of thought this was like a sleeper synth. In fact, I wrote, I've been sleeping on it, so as the title is, I've been sleeping on the Polyend Synth.
And that's the truth, because I have been absolutely 100% sleeping on the Polyend Synth. But originally I titled it as the Polyend Synth is a sleeper synth. And then I was like, is that a lie? Because I actually remember when the Polyend Synth came out that it was incredibly popular. I think they sold a lot of Polyend Synths. I think probably gave them the money to create Polyend Drum. Now, I don't know what is up with the hung notes thing. They had to add all note off command that you could get to really quickly. I have not, that's not something I see very often, so it must be there for a reason. But I'm not sure why that's happening. You know, once upon a time I would blame it on like vibe coding or something. Or I guess now I would blame it on vibe coding, but this came out way before vibe coding was like a thing. So that's not why. That is why I blame stuff breaking on arc raiders all the time. I don't know if if you guys are gamers at all. That was a game that I've sunk a ton of hours in, but I swear to God, they vibe coded half of the code in that game. And it's just like they have no idea what they've coded or something. I don't really know. Anyway, I love you all. You're the best. Thank you for the support, for joining the channel, and for hanging out. It's the best. Visit modbang.com, pick up cool gear. Visit my Patreon to get yourself the new performance template. I will hopefully have it uploaded this evening with the instruction manual ready to go. You can check it out. And then this week I'll have a video on how to use it and a demo of it with my Electron boxes with the Digitag, Digatone, doing house and doing techno and doing electro. Hopefully that'll be the demo. Because that's what I've written in the last couple weeks, and that's what I have available. Join the Discord. It's the best. I promise you, it's a great Discord. It's a lot of fun. There's a great buy-sell trade on there that, known to have some of the best deals on the planet. And just a lot of good conversation. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you all next time.